Okay, ready, set, go. I'm gonna start it now. Okay, so what is going on, everybody? Is freaking Crown Shots here. You know, the host of the RaveCast. I want to get right to the chase and say that I have two guests here on this episode of the RaveCast, episode 10, I think it is. We'll check after this. Probably title it something else, but yeah. We got two people here this time for this episode of the RaveCast. It's gonna be Prosmetic, which is a returning person, and then Clean, another returning person. This is our first time doing a 3-people episode, so if you guys do happen to enjoy this, let us know down in the comments, and let's get right into it. Okay, so one of you guys, who wants to start asking questions first, or whatever we're gonna do? Okay, I'll start it. I'll start off with a really good question. Prosmetic, what do you think about the new position I added? The overall productions lead. What do you think about that position in the team? Okay, hold on. Okay, we have to start that over because it wasn't actually recording your guys' audio. Okay.
Dude.
Dude, you need to write a script for us, dude.
Let's freaking record this again. Oh shit, dude. Okay. So what is going on, everybody? Is Crown Shots here coming back at you with the RaveCast episode 10. We think it is. We hope you guys do happen to enjoy today's episode. Today's episode, I'm joined by 3 people this time. Our first or second episode ever doing 3 people in one podcast episode, which is freaking crazy, freaking nuts. Let us know if you guys like that down in the freaking comments, and make sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Honestly, let's get into it. Before I forgot to turn on the recording for their audio, the other people that we're going to be having on it, we were talking about if Prosmetic likes the position that I added to the team called overall productions lead, which again, he's going to talk now. Hi, Prosmetic, hello.
Hello.
Okay. Go. You were saying something.
Yeah, you saw me fail the knack. Okay, shut up.
Stop playing plutonium and talk. Come on, man. We don't got all day. I don't got all day to sit here with you. I don't got all night.
Okay, so what's the question?
Okay, the question is, do you like the idea of the overall productions lead position, the new position in the team, and what are your thoughts on it? Go.
Alright, hold on, let me move this triple knock real quick. Okay, so pretty much when I think about the overall productions lead, I think it's a really good addition to RaVe, mostly because, like, with all the new recruits joining, and like I just said, started way too much. With all the new recruits joining, there's mostly not going to be any room for like anyone else that's like a really important, that has a really important role in RaVe. There's not going to be any spots left. So I think with the overall productions, that's actually going to like release some stress on you for like controlling everyone's roles, but it's also gonna like release some stress on people that just joined a team and they don't know where like they're gonna be put.
Okay, I agree with that 100%. The new position, which I'm gonna give some back knowledge on what the overall productions role is in the team. Basically, I've added a new position in the team, which is basically, or a new role, not a position, a new role in the team. For people that join the team, basically you can ask to be an overall productions lead if you're into managing the teams and like basically overseeing everything and making sure everything's getting done and making sure the team's just operating correctly and working together correctly, and just overall production. That's basically what it is. That's the name of it. Basically in the pudding of the name. Yeah, okay, we're gonna get into Clean now. Do you have a question for me, Clean, or do you want me to ask you a question?
Ask me a question.
Okay. What do you think about the overall productions lead position? And do you ever see yourself being in that position? And if so, or if not, why?
I'm gonna probably never see myself there because I just too careless at that point because like sometimes it's just if I care about something too much, then I don't have time to do other things. So like I probably won't be it, but if you ask me to and like we really need it, I'll do it. So it's just like at that point, then yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. I'm gonna stop the recording here for a sec because I gotta go change my wash. You're right back, okay? So we're gonna
Good. That actually gives me some attempts on plutonium.
Okay, so
Bro, I swear to God, bro.
we'll be right back after this commercial. I'm gonna put a random commercial.
Shut up! Sponsored by RaVe Shadow Legends.
I'm gonna do something fun with that, okay? But yeah, we'll be right back.
Sandwich.
That's food. But yeah, you're right. I just had a chicken sandwich from McDonald's.
Okay, start the recording.
Oh, by the way, G2 asked me this beautiful question. He said, if you hit a shot, can you mute your mic? Do you think I should or no?
I think you should scream into the mic if you freaking hit a shot and make that part of the video.
Bro, we're just Josh is gonna be talking about some pretty important stuff in Prosmedic. It's gonna be all
Holy shit!
Dude, Dude.
this is gonna be crazy.
What the fuck was that voice?
I don't know.
It sounded like a grandma.
We're like grumbling.
Yeah. Okay.
They called me the girl.
Let's talk about something else. We need to talk about like a subject. Okay, I want to stop doing questions. But I feel like we do questions every podcast we've done. It's been questions.
Okay, I know. I have a question for you. How are we okay, I need to know. Well, like I don't need to know. I want to know if we're gonna have like a strict schedule for the meetings for leads or just overall members.
Overall,
This man's mic broke first.
no, I was texting my mom. She freaking said that she wanted me to start a load of towels, but there's only 2 towels. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
One for my lower half and top half.
Okay. Oh wait, what the frick did you just say?
Don't worry about it.
One for his lower
Oh, buzzer beater? I hit this buzzer beater?
Okay. So you asked me about if we're gonna have scheduled meetings.
Like scheduled meetings.
Like mandatory scheduled meetings. That's basically what you
Yes, like a weekly meeting on this day or a monthly meeting on the first Saturday of every month or something like that.
I want to say that I haven't really thought about that far yet. So pardon me, like if I'm not like thinking that far yet. I say like eventually, maybe yeah, we're planning on having that. Because we want the team to be more professional here soon, and we want to be able to meet the new members,
MLG,
right? Like meet the new members and get everybody to know each other, right? So we have to have meetings, no matter what.
Well,
Okay.
like, let's say if everyone needs to be there, and someone doesn't show up for some important reason, or they are not able to get on at that time, will there be any punishment for them, or?
No. I kind of see like if we're gonna have a full team meeting, of course we're gonna have those few people that aren't able to get on at a certain time.
Yeah.
Because of course people have lives outside of gaming and outside of teams, so it's just like I respect that. Because what if I'm gone one day and I have to have Slayer do the meeting, right? That's kind of like gonna be a thing. Gonna be a thing. So I respect people have different things to do, what they have to do. Okay. So you want to ask me a question, Clean, or what are we gonna do?
Okay, all I'm gonna say is
He wants to know if you're gonna buy him food.
shut up. Well, like I remember you were just talking. Next thing you know, I hear from Prosmedic's Mike, the dinosaur, and then just cuts. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Okay, get to the subject, G2. You're gonna get kicked. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't have a question. I already asked you all my questions. appreciate it.
I ran out of questions.
So,
Okay. Honestly, I have big plans for the team coming up here soon. I guess we could talk about that in a sense too.
What are your plans for the chess team?
Plans for the chess team? Oh god, I don't even know. Some plans that I could think about right now that I plan to do, which are honestly only really like in thought right now, is that I want to have like a chess team of at least like 4 people and be able to do like, they'll be doing like online tournaments for chess and stuff. The main reason that we want to add a chess team to RaVe is because of the fact that we feel it's something unique and it's like
my idea.
Yeah, it's Prismatic's idea definitely, but it's like definitely a unique idea that we've thought about recently, and we definitely want to implement that into the team to make it like a real thing, because we feel like it's, you know, it's a good idea. Like you don't see a lot of like, you don't see gaming teams playing chess. Like that's just an odd thing that no one's really doing. Okay, I want you guys to think of questions real quick while I be right back again. Okay.
I'm just trick-shotting.
Think
so
of questions.
You think of questions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
be right
try
back.
to, but
Okay,
I'm going for his neck.
just do it. Just do it.
All right.
Stop trick-shotting for a sec and think about something. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm back again. Okay, let's start.
I thought of a question
again. Okay.
I thought of a question.
Yes.
How far are we gonna go with the Call of Duty trick-shotting team?
Call of Duty trick-shotting team? I don't know. Call of Duty trick-shotting team is, I plan to take it pretty far. That depends like how long freaking trick-shotting is even around for.
true.
Good point.
Because of the fact that I'm pretty sure within the next Call of Duty, if they make a crap Call of Duty again, which honestly there's another topic right there we can talk about. Call of Duty, a main game that we all play.
Or merch.
Yeah, we can talk about that too. Wait.
Sponsorships.
Yeah, we can talk sponsorships too. Okay, so let's talk about how far I see Call of Duty going in the team, okay? So Call of Duty, I feel like in the state it's in right now, I feel like it's kind of dying, but it's kind of not. It's
so
kind of
like Fortnite right now?
It's kind of like Fortnite right now, yeah. It's like a game that a lot of people play, but also a lot of people don't play anymore. And a lot of people watch it, but a lot of people don't watch it. But at the same time, if we really tried, we could get people to watch like montages even if we really tried. It's all about promoting the videos and stuff. Like that's how you do it nowadays, so that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Because obviously if you promote a video to people that want to watch that type of video, then obviously you're gonna, you know, you're gonna get views on it and stuff, so it's easy. But so yeah, I see us going pretty far with trick-shotting. We just need more people in the team to like trick-shot with, and like have a bigger team.
We can get Jokesor recruited. We can get G2 in the team.
I already am.
Well, in the trick-shotting
That's
aspect.
what I am in.
That's what he is in Prismatic. Come on.
Okay, he got the term. Okay. Well, I didn't see the new roster. I didn't know.
You put me under content creator this one.
Yeah, because you're helping with clips. That's technically still content.
I guess.
Even though you're not streaming it, you're still a content creator.
Yeah, because my internet's too crap to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, as far as like merch and what I plan to be doing with merch, I literally just got Photoshop back after freaking weeks of not having it, to months. I don't even know how long it's been, to be honest. But I finally got Photoshop back, so I can actually make mock-ups now for the merch, like make different like designs to the team logo and everything, and be able to add more like pizzazz to our freaking merch, which is gonna be nice.
Motherfucker said pizzazz.
I know. I sound so blonde for saying that. It's only the basic
you
one.
do.
But yeah, so merch-wise, we got that stuff coming up soon. I got my own merchandise coming up here soon. Oh,
Good.
that's one thing I've been wanting to bring up too. Eventually, I plan to be having merch for the whole team. Like every member in RaVe that's like that's been like in the team for a while, they eventually get their own merch store with their own designs of merch that they create that they get to choose. That's one of my things
I already
for the
got
merch
mine,
store.
so
So we get
I like mine.
so
I'm good with
basically,
mine.
if you want like your own specific side of the store, you'll be able to have that. Your own category of your own merch. So that would be another perk of being in the team that I haven't really been able to say too much about yet because we're basically just figuring out how to make the merch now and we got it down now, so it's just like it's all in the works. But as far as like what was the other thing you guys said?
Merch.
Sponsorships.
Yeah.
Oh, sponsorships, yeah. Okay, so that's like a different thing for us right now. I'm still like deciding what, like I still have to look into the sponsorships for our different team things. So you know how we have the RaveCast, right? I want to get the RaveCast to have like very specific sponsors to start out with, right? So I gotta look into like, you know, those for the friggin' RaveCast to have something to promote and get like SEOs so we get more views and stuff, so we get more searched. So, and then the main team is already freaking like, you know, partnered and stuff like that with like Vertigear, NordVPN, and a bunch of other stuff, so it's really good. But as far as like sponsorships, like, you know, paid sponsorships eventually, I know how to get sponsorships and stuff like that. But the thing is, guys, is that we haven't hit that point in the team yet, if that makes sense. Because I'm still trying to get us up to 10K followers, so that way we can, because after 10K followers, I'm gonna start promoting like everything. So like start like mass promoting everything across like our followings and stuff. And 10K followers is enough, is like, or a little, maybe even a little bit over 10K followers is gonna get us the amount of subscribers we need to be monetized. If that makes sense, because, you know, it takes like, because less than 5,000 people or something like that are gonna like subscribe to your YouTube channel and actually be there to support it. So, but then the other like little percentage that you have to think about are gonna subscribe and they're gonna be tuned in it. So that's the whole goal with like promoting like the YouTube and the YouTubes and the team pages, is that you have to find those very specific accounts that will like support everything you do. And so that's why we haven't really been doing like team YouTube videos yet, is because I'm trying to get our following up and not our subs up that much yet. But I'm like doing everything like simultaneously. I'm doing everything at once, and it's cool because we're seeing our YouTube is already at 470. We've grown like at least like 20 subscribers within the last like few weeks.
Do you think we're gonna have a Pokemon Go team?
Huh?
Do you think we're gonna have a Pokemon Go team or no?
Why the hell would we have that?
Honestly, probably not. I'm not really thinking about a Pokemon Go team because the game's not as big as it was. So it's not really that great of an idea, to be honest. But eventually I do want to have a few games in the team of my own picking, which that will be like, for one of them being is going to be like For Honor, for example. I would love, I don't even know if that game's still relevant anymore, but For Honor is such a good game.
We should get a
It's an
Hogwarts
underrated
team.
game.
Dog.
No, that would be more
We're not that
content
nerdy.
creation.
We're not that nerdy.
Honestly, we could do anything we could really want if we really tried.
Cosmetic, don't say it.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
do anything if we really try. Yeah, I can do crown. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, but I told you not to say it.
Okay. So, as far as like team wise, we had a lot of stuff just coming up in the future, so it's kind of just it's all up in the air. It's kind of like whatever we choose to do, we can do. Okay. Any other
It just goes off.
questions?
I don't want this to be a short podcast, dude. This is the
Me
first
either.
three-way.
This is literally like 13
Oh my
minutes only right
God.
now.
What's up? No, G2, you haven't said anything in the last 5 minutes. What?
Yes, I have.
No questions, no subject changes. Say something.
I was talking about. I asked him about sponsorships.
Okay, he kind of did.
Okay, I've been saying more. Say something else.
Do you think that we are gonna get an Overwatch team?
Yes, we're actually in the making of Overwatch right now.
Oh my god, I'm excited. All right.
Yep, we're in the making of Overwatch right now. I just switched over Aurora to be in the Overwatch team. In the Overwatch
Oh, and I have a
roster.
question. I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Actually, I will be right back. G2, you continue talking.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not arguing with it.
What game do you want a team on, but you don't think that you can get a team on right now?
Honestly, one of my dreams is that I want to have like a Minecraft side to the team, but like mostly a content creator group. You know how there's like YouTubers like the Hermitcraft server?
Yeah.
But I want there to be like a side of RaVe that's like Minecraft, but it's like Hermitcraft. And there's a bunch of like people on it, on the community server, like building and stuff. And making huge things.
You can name it the Ravecraft. Ravecraft.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that I want to eventually have that, so we can have a bunch of people on the server and we'll
Live stream it?
sort through all the people that are actually active, and then we'll like have a bunch of people on the server that are just like non-griefing each other and like building and like just, you know, interacting with each other and stuff. So kind of like what Kenny had an idea for. He basically has a community, a Minecraft community with like 13,000 people or something. Kind of like that. I want to have something like that for RaVe.
Okay, I just thought about another question.
Okay.
If RaVe dies down, but there's a new popular game, do you think that we will get popular again if we ever die down?
I don't feel like we're ever gonna really become that irrelevant if we keep putting out tweets, if we keep, you know, picking up people to the team, and we keep putting out content in any way. Like honestly, the thing about the internet, guys, is that once you figure out that the more you put out of like content and everything like that, and tweets and posts and story posts and everything like that, you never really become irrelevant. Because as long as you stay consistent with everything that you're doing, you're kind of just like there. You may not be like popping, but you're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as like if a new game came out, I'm pretty sure we would expand to that more too. Like if Call of Duty wasn't as popular at one soon, or like if Apex Legends wasn't as popular, we would do kind of like what we did with Apex recently. We switched over to mainly focusing on Call of Duty now over Apex.
Yep.
Because not as many people are playing Apex right now, like competitive wise, and there's not a lot of earnings for Apex right now. And Call of Duty is like the main one making money right now, so that's why we set up a comp team for Call of Duty now, because that's where everybody's at, making money right now. Like
Also in Fortnite.
Yeah. So like my dream for games that we're gonna do is that I plan to have us established in every every mainstream FPS game. Like I'm talking like having like at least like 20 to 30 members per game. 20 to 30 members per game, because then we'll constantly be having like groups like streaming it, groups like uploading videos on it.
Oh, I hit a bolt bang,
and groups like hitting clips on it.
I hit the bolt bang where I didn't get an act. That sucks.
And so if you think about it, if we have 5 games that we have teams for, right? Like pro teams for, we have like Overwatch, Call of Duty, and you know, just etc. I plan to have like the main pro team, right? The main pro team, which is like, you know, the competitive, like going out and playing tourneys and stuff like that, even in person eventually. And then we'll have like the rest of the team, which is going to be mostly like, you know, just content creators for that game and stuff like that. And I want to be able to have our team not just be like FPS games either. I know that FPS games are kind of like our main thing, right? Like first-person shooters. But I want to be able to do like other games too. Like that's why I'm adding Minecraft eventually to the team.
Getting a Minecraft server.
Fun to add, that I feel like a lot of people would get into. And then also we have like chess, which is gonna be kind of cool.
Yep.
And then I want to do other groups that play games too. Like for example, if I end up really liking like World of Warcraft, I might get a group together that plays more World of Warcraft and represents the team.
Pokemon? Just in general?
I don't know about Pokemon, dude. You keep asking about like Pokemon Go. I know you play that a lot.
No,
but a lot of people don't play.
I'm just no. Like when you said like, oh, if like I get into it or whatever, or like a lot like a certain number of people start getting into it, then you'll start considering like groups and stuff.
Like making it a thing, yeah. If enough people get into a certain like thing, then I'll, you know, start supporting that and we'll get that going. So we become popular in it. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I like the Pokemon idea, the Pokemon Go idea, but it's just like no one's really playing it right now. It's not like a mainstream thing.
The game's kind of irrelevant now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant, it's just like, it's not as popular.
Yeah.
I was just saying that because a lot of people where I live,
But also, like, if we end up getting a lot of members in the future that play a specific game that's even not that popular, but they're like big enough like content creators and stuff themselves, we could actually do what like FaZe and Red do. For example, they like bring back COD trickshotting for like a day, you know, that kind of stuff. Because that's possible to do too. Like we could technically bring like Pokemon Go back from the dead for like a week and have tons of people playing it again. And then it will die out again, but I'm saying like we still could have that power in the future if we really tried. Yeah, that's some like infrastructure thing for the team. That's okay. I'm gonna talk about a little bit about like the whole idea when it comes to like overall leads and like the way I'm positioning the team. Okay, there's like a certain way I'm positioning it. So our team, like foundation wise, I'm planning on recruiting, like having like per game like type, like for example Fortnite, right? In order for us to have a stable team for like a game like Fortnite, right, we have to have leads in the team first before we start making it a real thing. So the reason we haven't been focusing on Fortnite right now is because we don't have someone that plays it consistently and someone that could be a lead. So we need someone, we need to find someone that's like a lead material and that will focus and stuff on stuff. and then we'll have him as an overall lead, but then like we're gonna branch it out and have like the US roster, the that kind of stuff, and the UK roster. And right now we're just sticking with UK and US.
Yep.
As
And later on, we're
rosters.
going to OCE.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Later on, once we get a big enough team for each of the games in the US and the UK, we'll branch out and do like some other places, Because the UK and the US is mostly where our team has been forever. Has been noticed forever.
Well, I think about just transitioning all of UK into like a European team.
That's basically what I'm doing. Because to have like individual like London, friggin', Britain and all that stuff, it would just be too complicated. So I just put Europe. That's the basic way to say it. All of Europe.
Yep.
And plus, eventually, like, if we get big enough in like Europe, or if we get big enough in the US, it will make us look like a better team, because it shows right then and there that there's only gonna be like 30 people in a team per game and region, right? Per like either US or UK. So like it will make people want to like go for the team, because it'll be like, oh, there's only 30 spots, so it's like, if someone leaves the team randomly, it's like, oh, I want to join this team because there's it's this active, amazing type of team, and it's a challenge too. It's gonna be a challenge eventually to join.
And are you ever thinking about doing RC?
Honestly,
Eventually,
I do plan to do something like that. We're just not big enough to do that.
kind of like the Devour and that stuff.
Yeah, I plan to do an RC eventually, or a few RCs to do stuff too, for like games, just to make it kind of fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make it kind of fun, so like make it like a challenge for people to join, and make it like worth it. My goal is to kind of do what like FaZe does. So if we do an RC, like they'll win like a prize too if they win the RC.
Like a free jersey, or
like I'm talking like something valuable to them. So like if we end up getting the funding for the team, right? If we end up getting like once we start getting our team like monetized and everything like that, I'm gonna do like oh my gosh, like a free PC, for example. Like if they join, if they win the RC, they get a PC, or like if they win the RC, they win like an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
They could just live the next day and just take it.
a free mansion, even maybe.
Not a mansion.
But I mean,
not going that far. I'm not gonna be like FaZe and giving out a fucking car. That's dumb.
True.
That's just dumb with your money.
G2 is almost at the age where he can drive. I mean, like, I'm not saying anything, but this man needs like an extra large Tesla for his fucking
Shut the fuck up.
You eat pizza every single week. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it's not just me, it's everyone in my family. God damn it. Okay, I'll shut up.
And they're all fat asses.
Oh my god, I'm not even the fattest one in my house.
Okay, but shut up now.
Okay.
You're the one that started it.
But yeah, so we'll do like free. I mean, I plan to do giveaways too, because giveaways are like a good way to get like loyal followers and stuff.
Free giveaway for
So,
like
like,
an 18 or
Do like
something.
I plan to do giveaways for like, for example, this is a good one. So like we'll do a giveaway for the team. Like we'll give away like 5 Amazon cards with like stuff like that.
Each.
Something like that, yeah.
Like that would be over $2,000.
So?
It's a lot of money.
Whoa!
Well, I said that's a lot of money.
But I'm saying
All
like,
right.
if we want to get loyal like supporters, we got to do giveaways. That's like a big thing. Like I did a giveaway recently, right? And the one guy that won the giveaway for my Twitter for the Xbox Ultimate card, right? he actually and told me that he would tell a bunch of people about me and stuff.
Did you?
He did. I gained a few followers off of it, and he supports a lot of my tweets too.
What's his name?
I'm not gonna say it right now, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that he won, and he told me that he would tell a lot of people about me, and that's how you do it.
I'm giving away $10,000.
It's a good way to build a community around yourself.
I always see like people doing that. Like, if you interact with us tweet, I'll give everybody like $100, and like they never.
They don't do
It's
it.
just-
Don't believe those. Those are total.
Yeah, I know.
Those are total freaking clout tweets, basically. That's what you call them. But yeah, definitely in the future, I want to do like giveaways for like a PC or something. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It's really good. Or like a new monitor or Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another good topic. You know how like teams go out to like TwitchCon and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever think that you guys would want to ever do that? Like if I were to like organize something where I pay for the flights and I pay for the plane tickets for us all to go to a TwitchCon, right? Or like an event, like a gaming event. Would you guys ever go? Think about ask your parents or whatever.
I have no idea if I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I would try my best.
Yeah. It'd probably be for the older members that would be able to fly by themselves.
I can.
I can't.
But that's what I'm saying is that, we'll have that later on. Because of course, like, you know how like Cree, he flew out to the Call of Duty event, right?
Yeah.
The like CDL thing. I want to do stuff like that. Because that's how you get your name out there too. Is that you go out there and you fly out there as a team and you give everybody jerseys, like the team jersey, and that's how you start getting known by like Homage and stuff, and like FaZe and everything like that.
Didn't like Homage like tell you like happy birthday or some shit like that?
He did, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but I'm saying like any famous gamer that you pretty much hear about, they are always going to like TwitchCons and stuff. So that's like the best way to like meet bigger celebrities and stuff.
Justin Bieber is gonna be at TwitchCon 2024.
Yeah.
I don't think he will
I
ever
plan
go to
for
TwitchCon.
us to eventually do that and have like, a few days to like hang out and stuff. We'll do like, in the future we'll have like on those days we would go out. I would fly us out, all of us out to like Cali or something. We'll like get food and go to Disney and just a whole bunch of fun stuff together.
That would be nice.
Charismatic, do not even say anything about sex.
What? Poor Mickey, dude. Dude, he was just talking about Disney.
Dude, I know that you would try to do something.
With Daisy Duck?
No, with crown shots.
I'm not gonna talk anymore.
All right.
Do it.
Well, do you guys want to end it off there? It's been like 30 minutes already.
No,
Yeah.
I wanna ask him questions.
Okay.
Let's say someone gets someone's an admin and they get demoted to like a overall lead or something like that. Is there a chance that they would be put back on that role as an admin? And if so, will they have any any permissions that are going to be taken away from them?
Well, for one, if it ever hits a point where we have leads, right, that are like taking advantage of their position too much, so like trying to kick members that are in their game space, in their squad, basically, right? If they start like harassing people, then basically it will first start out with like them getting like demoted, right? They'll be put back to like a member. Right? They could earn it back, but it's gonna be like it's gonna be like at least like a maybe even like a 2-strike thing. Because being a lead is a big position. It's a big responsibility, and it's not meant to be
just got
abused.
demoted because I just wasn't being consistent.
You got demoted and you got put to a different position because of the fact that you're not consistent enough with the games that you play.
But I didn't really get demoted. I got promoted to a better position.
Yeah, you got put to a different promotion because I see you as fitting better in that position.
But it's a better position overall in the team, so.
Because I know how to like tell whether people are good for a position or not.
Oh, and I have a question about that as well.
Okay.
Slayer. Me and Slayer are the exact same position we were originally like, and he's like me and him are in the leads role, but he's in the admin role. And when we had the same positions, like is that like because of him being in the team longer or?
No. More trustworthy, I guess.
Basically, it's because of the fact that Slayer, he's a little bit older, so it's mostly because like I know that he can do things a lot more maturely than someone like you. If that makes sense. He does things a lot more maturely. Like he takes things a lot more.
Even Slayer was wondering why I was an admin.
Like I'm not saying that you can't have admin because you're in that position, but you've also never asked.
Yeah, good point.
You haven't asked yet.
Me and Slayer were just talking about it yesterday. He was wondering why I wasn't in there. Confused. So I just thought, that was a fun to ask.
What are you talking about when it comes to admin? Like on the Discord?
I think that would be a subject that we will have to talk about privately.
Okay.
But
private meets with the entire team.
Mostly the fact that I don't really want you having admin on the Discord is because I've had people your age before in the past like just start spamming stuff and everything, so I'm kind of like I'm not really like.
Yeah, you just go off past experiences, which
I go with people that I know are gonna be responsible with what they have.
Yeah,
like
and I can't blame
is very responsible, and he hasn't given me any reason to be irresponsible.
I can't blame you for that. That's understandable.
But yeah, I'll give you admin after this. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Because I have to give someone else admin to edit the Discord and add bots and stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after this podcast is over.
All right. Any more questions? Or are we gonna be done?
I think that we're gonna be done.
How long is the podcast, Jeremy? How long is the episode?
The podcast, this recording plus the other recordings is like at least like maybe 48 minutes. Or no, 38 minutes.
Okay, average. 30.
Yeah, 38 minutes.
Okay, we need more topics.
No, because mine got corrupted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just about that.
Okay. How do you feel about like future? How would I say this? Like, how do you feel about the future of RaVe? Like, where do you think it's gonna lead? And how long do you think it's gonna last?
Talking about that.
I feel like the team is going to last as long as I last.
Oh, I just hit a shot.
The team is gonna last.
Amazing.
The team is gonna last as long as I choose it to last, or I'd stick to it. Because the sin is the highest up person leaves, it's all over. I'm just saying.
Okay. And do you already have an idea who's going to be the lead? Like how is the roles going to be whenever like you like get rid of your CEO position?
I'm keeping the CEO
like, how's
position.
That gonna work? I'm saying, let's say you leave the team. Do you know how that's going to work out with like people in other roles? Like who's going to be the next CEO and who's going to be controlling your?
I don't really know. It would, like, in order for me to find the right person that's going to be able to be a CEO, it's going to have to be someone that's like up there with me. And honestly, I haven't ever found someone in my entire life that's up there.
So you'll just go on from whenever it has like that subject takes place.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I don't want someone inexperienced that's gonna run the team. I want someone that's gonna keep it how it's gonna be. Keep it how it was supposed to be, how it's supposed to be. Because you know how like some teams, like the main lead, like the CEO leaves, right? And then they end up just promoting someone random that ends up screwing the team over. Like, I don't want that to happen to RaVe. I want it to be like, if I ever end up leaving the team for whatever reason, if I get like a contract from like a team or whatever to go play pro or whatever, if something crazy like that happens and I end up deciding to leave it, there's gonna be it's either gonna be completely done, like no one else, everyone's gonna get removed and etc. Or I'm gonna have someone by then that's gonna be up there to my standards, which are pretty high, like really high.
Another question, mostly just like with how just like a future idea for RaVe or just anything that like might come out in the future. How do you feel about team merger? Like let's say like you want to like be in this team, or like other people want just how do you feel about merging with another team in the future? Man,
I would say no. Because that's a big lesson and that's actually a really good topic to talk about that I've wanted to talk about forever. So that's like one thing that I learned very early on in like creating teams and stuff, which honestly I've been creating teams since I played Clash of Clans. I'm not even gonna lie about that. That was way before RaVe and way before Xbox. That I was like way before I was playing Xbox. I used to play mobile games and create teams as like freaking a 10-year-old and stuff, crazy stuff. But that's one thing I learned back in the day, is that you can't, merging teams is not good. It's not a good way to like, it's not good for everybody most of the time. So whenever you choose to merge a team, right? Not everyone is. Mostly everybody is not going to agree with each other. So when you merge a team, right? It never ends up well because they liked their other team, or some people in that other team that merged you doesn't like the way the team's being ran in this team. So they eventually all end up leaving in some way, shape, or form.
But what if it's like a team that's highly respected?
They usually end up leaving, or they cause problems in some way. It's not a good way to like build a team. Merging teams is like, it's like a gamble in a sense, okay?
You just go off.
Because then you're either gonna get a whole bunch of problems that other team has, because there's a reason why they want to merge. You know what I'm saying? There's always a reason why they want to merge their team to yours. It's either because they don't have enough members, right? Or either they have too many members, or either something like is always up with it. There's something always with them wanting to merge. But one of the main things I've noticed is that their team is either struggling to stay stable, like they either have too many members, or too many arguments, or too many toxic people, or too many people expecting things that they can't provide, right?
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why they want to merge. It's always they have an issue with their team, so they want to merge. They want to merge with another team that's big like them, so they can dump off their load practically, or like try to have help with their team, even if their team is unhelpable.
And what if one from another team, no, like, let's say a person from another team that knows that, okay, I can't dual roster, and they just say, oh, I'm not in a team right now, and they go into your team, and like there's a whole bunch of problems. Like, how are you gonna deal with that, or how would you deal with that?
I would say that I'm mostly against people being in multiple teams, I'm starting to become against that in a sense, unless you really, really have that capability to do that, or the knowledge to do that. Because some people, like, I'm gonna, talk about someone real quick. Husky, for example, right?
Oh yeah.
He's in 2 teams, right? He's in Valiant Mob and RaVe, right? He's a good example of, like, he can manage both. He's always chatting in the RaVe chat, and then he's probably chatting in the Valiant chat too.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, is that he's active. He's a good example. But most of the people that, like, double roster, they never have enough time for one of the teams that they're in.
Yeah.
And so they always end up leaving the one that they don't have enough time for. So that's why I'm against, like, joining being in other teams before, like, while being in RaVe.
But are you in another team as well?
I'm in a team, but it's not really like a pro team.
And what happened to the team that you, like, initially, like, became another leader of? Like Red Rival. What happened to Red Rival?
Revival?
Red Rivals.
Oh, no, I left that.
Weren't you the leader for it?
No. Okay, so what I did is that Kenster ended up ending that team.
Okay.
He ended up ending that team eventually, and so I was just, I kind of abandoned that account and lost access to it, so. But, like, that's a good example of, like, someone that we don't want in the team. I'm gonna be straight up.
Oh, fuck Kenny.
Like, Kenny, he joins all these other teams, but then he complains about not being able to be consistent. That's a good example.
Yeah.
Not to talk shit, but I'm just saying, like, that's a bad way of, like, joining teams. Because you're not staying consistent with one team. You're in, like, 5 teams. Then what are you supposed to do? What do you expect?
Yeah.
Me, I have the mental capacity to handle being in more than one team. Some people just don't.
And you can tell me after this question. Since you want RaVe to be so big, right? And let's say that you're gonna, like, you don't want the team anymore, but you don't also want it to go down, you don't want it to just die after something you, like, spent, like, years and years creating.
To be honest, I'm just
selling your team.
I'm just gonna say it straight up. I don't ever see myself selling the team, because probably by the time that I would ever probably think about leaving the team, it would probably be like a moneymaker still, if that makes sense. Because literally within the next few years, I plan to have us monetized, so we're probably already gonna be, like, making thousands just off of videos alone and stuff like that. It's not, it wouldn't be something I would sell, because that's basically selling someone a way to make money off of your brand that you made. That's basically giving someone an opportunity to make money off of something you made that they didn't even have to make. And so that seems like a little bit kind of like bullshit to me. Like, I would never sell an account with over 1,000 of something, because that's basically giving someone free reign to, like, 1,000 people.
Well,
they didn't have to do
saying, like, you have to sell the team for a certain amount of money.
I would never sell the team for any amount of money.
If you had to, what would your offer be for the team?
If I had to, I probably wouldn't. Even if I had to.
You would just end the team?
I'd probably just end the team, yeah.
Let's say, okay, I can actually RaVe or whatever. How would you get started on rebooting the team if it ever goes down the drain? And, like, you just end the team, like, how would you go by, like, rebooting it?
Rebooting it?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, if I ever had to revive a team after I ended it, I'd probably just do what I already have all these years of experience, like, building up teams and stuff. So honestly, it wouldn't actually be that hard if you really think about it. Because within the time that it's gonna take me to ever really hit the point where I would want to end the team, which is probably likely never gonna be a thing, right?
Yeah.
By that time, it's either gonna be I'm either gonna be probably 40 or 50 years old, and I don't want to play fucking video games anymore. And I just don't I have kids by then, a wife, I have all these other responsibilities, right, to my life. That's the only thing I really see myself doing, is that if I ever decide to quit gaming and pursue something else, like a family, kids and family in general, because I just get too old for video games and stuff like that, right? Which honestly, that's honestly not even really a thing either, but I'm saying if it were to become a thing where it's too much stress, right? I would probably say that I would probably just end the team overall. Because I wouldn't want anybody to have my branding, and I wouldn't want anybody to have the capabilities that I have. It'd be basically me going down with the ship. That would basically be it. I'm really big about that. I don't believe in selling things, because I believe in if you really want to make money from something, you can make it yourself. I don't believe in giving people a free pass to do stuff.
Well, technically it wouldn't be a free pass.
And I wouldn't want someone to have the accounts I have in the future, because likely by then they're all going to be verified. They're all going to have hundreds to millions of supporters, and it just wouldn't make any sense for me to sell them or give them away, because those people are so used to having me, you know what I'm saying? Me around, not anybody else.
Yep.
Who's ever gonna be followed to those accounts after we hit that point? It's gonna be they wouldn't support someone new.
Just who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, basically. And plus, also, what else? I wanted to say one other thing about that, 'cause that's a good topic. What was I gonna say? Oh, I wouldn't want someone to wreck my branding after I'm gone. I wouldn't want someone to I would rather keep at least one of my accounts after I would retire from this. I would rather keep one of my accounts, my main accounts at least, to myself, and just completely stop using the other ones. Stop using the team accounts and everything like that.
I gotta go do something real quick. So GT, you ask some questions, ask some subjects.
We're gonna end it off here because it's 46 minutes, but yeah, basically, I wouldn't want someone to ruin my image after I'm gone. After I choose to be gone.
That's understandable.
Because then that would affect me in real life too, if you think about it. You give someone access to your whole life, you're screwed.
Well, yeah, that's the end of the podcast.
Yep. All right. But yeah, honestly, guys, we do hope you guys did happen to enjoy today's episode of the RaVe cast. Yeah. Anyways, do you guys want to say goodbye? Bye.
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 Bye.